My paycheck hits on Fridays and by Friday night it's already not mine anymore. It goes straight into his account. He calls it cleaner that way. But I still get the notification on my phone that the deposit went through, and then another one later when he checks it. He'll ask if I saw it too, like we're both watching the same thing happen from different sides. This is what most days look like now. I wake up, get ready for work, pack my lunch because that's easier than asking later. If I need gas, I make sure it's on the way home so I can tell him exactly how much it was. If I stop for coffee, I already know I'll have to explain why I didn't just make it at home. Nothing big. Just constant. Every night, he sits on the couch with his phone and scrolls through the banking app. I know the sound of it now. He doesn't hide it. Sometimes he'll read things out loud like, Target $27.48, and wait. Not angry right away. Just waiting. I'll explain. Shampoo, paper towels, a card for my cousin's birthday. Then he nods like we've completed something together. He says this is what adults do. He says this is how you build a future. He says I'm lucky he's good with money because I'm too generous or not a planner. He says it with a smile most of the time. If I don't push back, the night stays calm. I tell myself it's temporary, that it's just because we're saving for the wedding. That once things settle, it'll loosen up. I say that a lot. Once things settle. We met at a friend's birthday dinner. Nothing dramatic. I was late, slid into the empty seat, and he moved his drink so I'd have room. We talked about work, complained about rent prices, laughed about the same stupid show. He was steady. That's what stood out. He didn't overshare. He didn't rush. He followed through. After a few messy relationships, that felt like relief. When we moved in together, everything felt simpler. He already had a system. Bills on autopay. Spreadsheets. A plan. I liked that I didn't have to think so hard anymore. When he suggested we combine finances to get ahead faster, it sounded logical. We were engaged. What was the difference? First, it was small. He asked me to route my paycheck to his account just until we got a joint one set up. Then there was always a reason to wait. Then it was, let's just keep it this way, it's working. When I bought something without mentioning it first, he'd ask why I didn't tell him. Not yelling. Just disappointed. Like I'd skipped a step. The first time I asked if I could keep my own checking account, he got quiet. Then defensive. He asked why I didn't trust him. He asked if I thought he was trying to control me. I remember backtracking immediately, saying no, of course not, I just thought it might be easier. He didn't talk much the rest of the night. After that, I learned. Speaking up costs more than staying quiet. If I don't question it, things run smoothly. If I do, everything tightens. So I stopped framing things as wants. I started framing them as explanations. I don't say, I'm going to buy this. I say, I needed this for work. There's a difference. When friends ask how wedding planning is going, I say it's stressful but exciting. When my mom jokes about me becoming a Mrs., I laugh. Nobody sees me standing in the grocery aisle doing math in my head over a $22 total. Nobody hears the tone change when I say I want to send money to my sister for her birthday. He says it's about security, about not starting our marriage with debt, about being responsible. And I repeat those words even when they don't feel like they belong to me anymore. I tell myself it's normal. I tell myself lots of couples do this. I tell myself it would be dramatic to call this a problem. But sometimes I catch myself hesitating over things I never used to think twice about. Replacing a bra. Getting a haircut. Saying yes to lunch with coworkers. It's not that he says no every time. It's that I have to ask. What makes it worse is that on paper it all looks fine. We're saving. The wedding deposits are paid. The guest list is set. Families are involved. Everyone says how lucky I am to have someone so responsible. I nod and agree. I don't mention that I don't know my own account balance without checking with him. The anger only comes out when I push for independence. Not yelling exactly. More like a sharpness. He'll say I'm being ungrateful. That I don't see how hard he's working to take care of us. That I'm making it about control when it's really about teamwork. And then I feel bad. Because maybe I am making it a bigger deal than it is. But then there are moments that stick. Like when I bought a dress for a work event and he asked why it couldn't have been cheaper. Or when I suggested we each have a set amount of no questions asked money, and he said that defeats the purpose. Or when he said, once we're married, it'll matter even more that we're aligned. Aligned. That word comes up a lot. I stay because calling off the wedding feels like admitting everyone else was right to worry. Like proving I can't make things work. I stay because deposits are non-refundable and invitations are already sent. I stay because untangling everything sounds overwhelming. I stay because part of me still believes this is just a phase, that I'm overreacting, that I should be grateful. Leaving isn't just walking out. It's explaining. It's losing money. It's disappointing people. It's starting over with less than I brought in. It's the quiet fear that if I go, I'll be told I should have known better. There wasn't one big moment that changed things. Just the accumulation. The nightly reviews. The explanations. The way I've started thinking of my own income as something I have to justify. The way I'm planning a wedding while slowly handing over pieces of my adulthood. Right now I'm still here. Still sharing a bed. Still saying we, when I mean him. Still telling myself I'll figure it out after the wedding or before or someday. I haven't decided anything. I just know what it feels like to ask permission to be an adult. If this is what it looks like before marriage, what happens after?